Look, we have the tickets to prove it.
But we won't show you our passports because you might take our identity and kill us. So,
Just a little.
okay, I will show you the airplane. Ta-da! Okay, I think the next time I vlog, we're inside the airplane, most likely. Okay, bye!
Pilots on standby for airplane boarding. Please see me here at gate D24.
It was a stressful baggage situation, but at least we don't have to carry our luggages.
What's our baggage made of?
This is the best thing ever. Harry Potter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's not in order. I lied. Hi, Erika. What time is it?
Oh my god, I don't even know.
Oh, dinner time.
Dinner time.
That's supposed to be pasta and water, brownie, potato salad. I thought that was tissue. That was pepper. Good to know. Where are we?
We got time to go. We have 2 hours.
2 hours.
Hi, Angel. London. London, baby. I think I said that 100 times. Take a shot.
Ooh, you are now seeing the other end. Oh, why is the entire couch? Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Shawn Marie, and there are 2 things that I would like to approach. The background looks different because I'm in a different location, which I will get to in a moment, and this beautiful being right here.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Erika. May.
You know how to say her full name.
Okay.
Well, you've probably seen her like in many of my vlog videos because we're always together, and yeah. So well, you're gonna see more of her. So get used to it.
Please. Please like it. You'll learn to adapt, I swear.
What?
I don't know, you know, like, you're adaptable. If you're like put in a new environment, you have to adapt. So get used to me is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason why Erika's gonna be in most of my videos now is because we moved to the UK. And well, okay. I make that sound so drastic. We're studying in the UK.
Yay! British people.
So, like I said, we're studying in the UK, specifically the University of Birmingham. We're here for 2.5 months.
Yes.
This has been a long-awaited video that I should have filmed 2 weeks ago, but we've been missing, we've been adapting. Like Erika says,
Yeah, we've been adapting.
you have to put yourself in that environment until you get used to it. Metaphors. Not really. So it's been 2 weeks since we moved. 2 weeks, 3 weeks since we moved.
2 and a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've been here since September 21st. And I thought it's time to make a video and hopefully edit all these videos because I filmed so many videos already and I should edit them. But first, we thought we should film a story time video of the mess that we like to call traveling.
Ooh, a rough one.
So, Erika, you traveled.
I have, yes.
Not recently, but like a couple years ago.
3 years ago was like the last time I traveled because there was like a grade 12 trip. And it was like smooth sailing because we were in like a big group and I didn't have to think about anything. I don't even really remember that experience. I just remember being on the plane. So I didn't really know what to expect actually because the teachers did everything for us and we just had to like go where they told us to and line up where they told us to. So.
And Angelica hasn't traveled since 2010 when I went to the Philippines with my family. So this was sort of like both of our first like non-adult, well, okay, we're adults, but like non-adult companion added whatever.
Yeah, like
trip.
Individual.
Yeah.
I mean together, but like individual.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
You get it. So it was very scary. Like it was nerve-wracking. But anyway, so we got to Pearson Airport. We got there like 5 minutes apart from each other.
Yeah, very early.
Yeah. So okay. First of all, our flight was with Lufthansa, and we didn't know that Lufthansa is like with Air Canada. So when we got to the airport and it says Air Canada, we were like, that's not our flight.
Where's Lufthansa?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then we found out that we are with Air Canada to go from Toronto to Montreal, which wasn't that bad in the beginning. So, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so our flight, we thought, like online it said it was supposed to be at 3. So we're like, you know what, we're going to be good girls. We're going to come like 3 hours early, take our time, have our rest. And then we get to the counter and the girl was like, oh, so your flight's taking off at 4. And we're like,
Okay.
That's not 3. So we're like, will we make it to our second flight? Because our second flight is supposed to board at like 6:05. I mean, the flight actually takes off at 6:55, but we're like, will there be time? Do we have to go through security again? She's like, no, it's fine. Like, you're gonna have plenty of time. So we're like, chill, good, cool. So then we get into like the airport and do all the security stuff. And like, I don't know. We get through that though fairly quickly, like literally 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what to do with ourselves, so we're just like exploring the airport.
And then we spent some time, because I had to finish a like travel form thing with Waterloo. And then so we got sushi. Surprise, surprise.
It's really good too.
It was. And then we just chilled out in like the waiting area for our flight. And then they sort of announced that our flight was boarding, or we just assumed because it was like close to time and people were already lining up. But the problem is we got our boarding pass, but it didn't indicate what seat we had.
Yeah,
like the lady was like, oh, you actually have to go to the boarding counter, whatever, for your flight, and then they will select the seats for you then. I'm like, okay, that's so strange. And so we got there, and then we had to wait a bit until they announced our name to like pick up our real boarding pass. And then we read it, and we were like, okay, this is not bad. We didn't know where we were, but we assumed it was like center. But luckily, I was in the aisle, and Erica was right beside me. And we're like, okay, this is fine. And then, and then so everyone knows that boarding, they'll do like business class first, and then whatever that is, and then economy. And so we were like one of the last ones to board. And since we were one of the last ones to board, we were the last ones to put our luggage, our carry-ons.
Hierarchies are great, right?
And so we got on the we got on the airplane, and me and Erika are like walking through the aisle, and thankfully Erika, she was like the one carrying me the entire time. You went through the back, right? Because
Oh.
they asked you.
Yeah, so like they said put your luggage here and like chill out for a bit. So we were just waiting to see if there was like any space, and then finally they were like, come collect your luggage because there's no space on this flight for your luggage. So we had to go like to the front of the plane, and like they had to take our luggage and like tag it, and
They put it like underneath the airplane with all the other checked bags.
Yeah.
Instead of like technically being a carry-on, it was a checked bag.
so we had to like go to like a carousel after and like pick it up after. But we're like, oh, that's fine. It's only gonna take like 2 minutes. We're just gonna enjoy our flight.
But no. So there's this, they announced like, okay, we waited for like 10-15 minutes where they finally announced the reason why we hadn't like taken off was because someone bypassed security, and they were trying to find this person, and they wanted to make sure that this person wasn't on any of the flights, just for like obviously security purposes. And so they wouldn't let any airplanes fly off. So we were there for about 20 minutes. And then since the takeoff was delayed, the entire flight was delayed. And so instead of getting to Pierre Trudeau Airport in Montreal at, I think we were supposed to be there at 5:15.
Yeah, like an hour-ish, an hour and a half earlier than our other flight was supposed to take off.
Yeah, we got there 5:57, which our next flight boards at 6:05.
Yes, so that's fun. And also, like, we didn't get off the plane until like 6:10ish, and we still need to get our carry-on luggage because we weren't able to get it on the plane.
Yeah, and none of us, like, we've never been to the Montreal airport. So when we got there, we thought it was going to be, like, fine, smooth sailing. But obviously, you know, the drill, like, getting off the airport. And we didn't know where the carousel was. But then we assumed where everyone is walking, that's where you get it.
Yeah.
So we're walking there. And obviously, since they weren't expecting our bags to be part of check bags, everyone's luggage was there. So, like, every person who was getting off at Montreal and didn't have a connection to flight, their luggage was there. So we had to wait, like, about 10 minutes just for our luggage to arrive. And then we finally got it. And then so we're like, fine. And then we were walking back to where we were, and the guy was like, excuse me, you can't go there. You have to go out. And I'm like, excuse us?
So we're like, where the hell do we have to go? And then like a lady was like, oh, you have to go through security all over again. And like that process takes long. Like we don't know where we are, and the gate is so far.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay. So we're panicking now because it's like 6:20 or almost 6:30, and like we have to catch our flight to here. Otherwise, we have to like reschedule it, and that will be a whole mess.
And yeah, and rescheduling it wouldn't have made sense because we already booked our bus where Birmingham was scheduled to pick us up at 10:30 because our original flight is supposed to land at 6, and so that would have been a mess.
So we had to go like back upstairs, and then we were like trying to get the attention of like the Air Canada people to come help us out. And this one lady, we finally got her attention, and she's like, oh, go through the VIP section, but good luck, you better get used to running.
And so like thankfully that lady like took us to the VIP lane for security, but obviously security isn't smooth sailing, like everyone knows. We were in line, we were like 7th in line.
Yes, stress.
Yeah, and so we get there, and we couldn't find our luggage because our carry-on bag. We were like, where did it go? And they separated our carry-on bag to the other side because we had beverage that we purchased from the airport previously.
Like my Nestea almost stopped us from getting on the flight because they're like, oh, you can't have this much liquid in your bag. And just like they threw out my whole Nestea, and then like I had water in my water bottle. They're like, oh, you can't have this water. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what do I do then? And he's like, oh. He like put it in a bag and acted like it was contaminated. And then he poured the water into this like bag that looked like it was for evidence or something. And he's like, okay, I got rid of the substance. You may take this bottle. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, beverage, water, juice is not like gonna kill anyone. So I don't know why they wouldn't let us do that. And so we finally got out of security. I believe that was like 10:35. I mean, not 10:35, 6:35. And our flight leaves 6:55.
Yeah.
So
Dilemma. And we're like at gate 1 and our gate is 63.
yeah, and so like we're walking and we thought it was gonna be like very like, okay, not necessarily near, but we didn't think it was that far.
Yeah, like I was seeing the signs. I'm like, okay, we're like gate 10. We're chugging along.
Yeah, and then I think we got up to like gate 30 something, and that's when they start announcing our names on the PA.
Oh
that
god,
was
it's horrible.
final call for Angelica and Erika.
Yeah.
And we're like, I was mentally screaming. I'm like, we're here, we're coming. And then so like that's when our feet starts like kicking and like we're like running and like
We're like dashing through the airport and it's like terrible, and I feel bad because I like accidentally hit this one lady with my carry-on. But like, to be honest, she was kind of dramatic. She's like, oh, and I'm like, okay, my carry-on has been hitting me like the whole time. Like I apologize, but it's not that bad.
and so and then for some reason they had another security thing which was just like scan your boarding pass and then it allows you to go through this like security beeping thing, and then we got through there and we're like, where the heck are we? It was just like all cosmetics and like shopping stores. I'm like,
Yeah, look like a mall.
Yeah, are we supposed to be here? And then like we almost turned around and went back, but like we could still hear them calling us on the PA and we're like trying to figure out where to go. And then luckily I saw a sign that said like 52 to 60 something, and I'm like, okay, that's where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go straight. We're supposed to go there. And then literally we've said this story so many times to everyone, and it's just like the most crazy story. Like it felt like we were in a movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like Monte Carlo when they're like chasing the bus because the bus started leaving them, and we were afraid that our flight was gonna leave us. So we're running, and like
panicked.
I kid you not, people they realized that we're running, so they like separated and made a pathway for us, and it was so sad because we can hear them like laughing and like they were talking about us, and we're like, okay, thank you. I kind of wish that someone documented that, or like at least request the security tape just so we can see ourselves running.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we were like running for our lives. We were dashing, and then they like saw us from a distance because they had like called our name like 2-3 minutes ago, and they're like, they're here, and we're like, ah! So we're like relieved.
And then at that point, like me and Erika were so out of breath that we didn't really talk to them. We just like gave them our boarding pass, and they're like, go, check. And then
It's a mess.
We finally got on the flight, but it doesn't end there. Surprise, our luggage doesn't fit.
Again! Yay!
Their spaces are so tiny. And so Erika, I think you put yours in the section because our seats for this flight was economy, but we were like the first section of economy, not like the last one when we were in the back. So you put yours like farther down in economy.
No, so like actually the flight attendant, like the guy beside me saw that I was like a sweaty mess and couldn't really speak. So he like called the flight attendant for me, and she came and she took my luggage and like put it somewhere. I didn't even really look where she put it. I was just relieved that someone was like handling it for me. So then I sat down. But Angel.
So the flight attendant was like, sorry miss, yours doesn't fit there. I'm like, okay, where can I put it? And she's like, there's some space in the business class, because business class gets all the space. So I was like, okay, fine. I just happened in the last one. So I'm walking back to business class, and I'm trying to figure out where to put my luggage. And then this lady was like, are you okay? Do you need, like, why are you here? Kind of looked to me. I'm like, oh, I was told that my luggage doesn't fit here. So I was told to come to business class. So she was like, okay, there's space over here and this overhead. I'm like, okay, can you help me? And she's like, why can't you do it yourself? And I'm like, because I'm short. And she just like, I don't know why it took it so long to like process in her head. I'm like, connect the two. I'm short. This overhead is like double my height. Okay, I'm a little exaggerating, but it was like I had to like go on my tippy toes, and like I'm not allowed to carry heavy stuff. And so she finally helped me and like put my luggage up there. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. I'm walking back and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, oh, actually before this, me and Erika had to go to the bathroom, like, like, we didn't have time when we got off on our first flight, so we're like, okay, we're gonna go to the bathroom, hopefully when we, board the flight and then wait for, like, the seatbelt, light to, like, turn off or something, whatever that was, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm walking back to my seat, and I see Erika, and I'm like, okay, yes, we can finally sit down. And she's like talking to this guy, I'm like walking, I'm like trying to like make eye contact, and I kid you not, all of a sudden someone's bag from the overhead just like falls on my head, and it was like not like the slightest touch, it was like a heavy bag, and I kid you not, I heard everyone was like gasping. I'm like, and like the person who owns the bag just like picked up their bag, and they didn't make eye contact with me because they know that it hurts. That must have hurt, but like they didn't even say
They
sorry.
suck.
Yeah.
This is for you, whoever did that.
And like no one asked if I was okay. They just gasped, like everyone in that whole section. And so I'm like, I was like trying to contain myself and not cry because like that whole thing was so overwhelming and like stressful and a mess.
It's an emotional mess.
Yeah. And then the guy next to you was like,
he's like, you guys look like you need some wine.
and we're like, yeah, we do, but we can't afford that. We shouldn't drink because drunk us on a flight is worse than this. And so,
shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
You were very nice.
Yeah. And like the rest of the flight wasn't that bad.
No, but we were trying to come down from that high of like rushing and like almost not making it, and that fear, and that, yeah, it was overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drink the tea.
Anyways, so hopefully if we go to like Paris, Amsterdam, Scotland, those flights will be better.
No runs.
Yeah, and hopefully our flight back is a lot better in December because that's just a one-way flight and it's not like there's no connections or anything.
Yeah, fingers crossed, please.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that story. We certainly, I can't say we enjoyed it, but it makes a good memory.
We enjoy telling it because it's interesting and it happened.
Yeah, and we're alive. Just very thankful for that. We're here.
Yeah.
So yeah. What else? Oh. You guys know the drill. I don't edit right away, so whatever's the next video, I hope you enjoyed that and stay tuned for our adventures.
Subscribe to this literal angel.
Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and we're hoping to have more adventure videos because while we're in the UK, we might as well travel some places. I have a Stonehenge and Bath video coming up.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And then I have a video on the first 2 weeks, or is this it? I'll figure out what's going with what.
There's a lot of upcoming stuff.
There is. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, we're here for a while, so
Get used to us.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
bye. Nice to see you.